Hello. Welcome to the Spiritual Butterfly Oracle, where we bring you messages of love and light. I hope you're having a glorious day because most certainly you are deserving of it. Just believe it. Just believe you are deserving of everything that's beautiful and glorious and magnificent in this world. Well, let's get started. As you can see, the Celtic cross spread is on the board. So let's move into our message for today, Spiritual Butterfly. I will be talking about the present, current problem, past, future, what's on the conscious mind, what's on the unconscious mind, your influence in this world, any external influence that may be hindering your progress or influencing your progress in a positive direction, any hopes and fears that may be in your life on the conscious and unconscious levels, and what the prediction is for the outcome of it all. So let's get started. I am ready. So let's look at our first card. This is a love message. It speaks about individuality, and it tells you to leave your unique stamp of love on everything you do. Leave your unique stamp of love on everything that you do. And what this means is that our higher being, the divine one, the God of your understanding, does everything in love. And he wants everything in love to be done by you. I know sometimes we live in a world where negative things and influences come into our lives and put us into a space where we just don't feel as though we should spread the goodness to the next person. Especially if it's been situations that cause us hurt and pain. But Spiritual Butterfly, please remember that we live in light. We do not live in the darkness. Now, I understand that there are opposite forces that may come into our world. But find your own space. Develop your own circle of people that you are around that will bring positivity into your life to shield you against those negative things that others may try to bring to you. And remember that your response should always be in love. Our next message. It's in the opposite direction. So it's opposite of what it actually says. Willingness. You are able to compromise if the end result is love. So what does it mean when it's in a negative position? It means that someone is not in a personal space of compromise. It also means that that particular someone that may be viewing this reading need to understand that in everything that is opposing to your own viewpoint, you should analyze it. You should try to find the win-win situation so that if you're not in agreement with someone, by all means, try to find a way where you can compromise with the individual so that you win and that other person wins too. We want a win-win. We want consideration for other people. We want not to think about our own selfish needs. Because remember, every human being is with their own set of needs. So let's move forward, spiritual butterfly. Let's move forward. Okay. So, loyalty. Your reliability demonstrates your loving sense of devotion and consistency of being. So, you are a loyal individual. You do have the capacity to be devoted and consistent in your interactions with other people and the things that you do for yourself. But also remember, the previous card says that sometimes you find it difficult to compromise. But we've talked about that. It seems to me that once you have decided to make the compromise, then you are as loyal of a friend to yourself as you are to others. And if you find that this is not true, then that's an area of work that you can continuously work on to bring about more loyalty in your interactions with yourself and with others. Let's move forward. Let's move forward, spiritual butterfly. But it's telling you to use your discernment. See, sometimes you may not compromise. Sometimes you may not be as loyal because someone may not deserve that from you. Maybe you've had some interaction. Maybe you've heard some things about the individual and the situation that makes you feel as though you don't want to jump in. So it's telling you to use your discernment. You are developing the skill to distinguish love from fear and truth from illusion. Because not everyone is coming to you in honesty. Remember those negative forces that we've talked about that live in the darkness and you're living in the light in your own circle and you don't want to be interrupted by the negativity? That's why we have discernment. So you can make those type of decisions about who you allow in your circle. Oh yeah, that's right, spiritual butterfly. Not everyone deserves to come in. Oh no. Sometimes we gotta say, stay out. Sometimes we gotta say, oh no, not you. And if we make the mistake to let someone in who doesn't deserve to be in the circle, and that is the circle of peace, you say, okay, I see who you are. And you can't come back in. That's what we say. All right. I had my interaction with you. You're barred out. See, we have to find the humor in life, spiritual butterfly. We must find the humor in life. So, let's move on. Virtue. You acknowledge your loving spiritual attributes that encourage others to grow. That's right. Know what your strengths are. Virtues mean strengths. Know what the strengths are that you have that contribute to the world in a positive manner that affect other people. You may have the virtue of being able to listen. So, I know I do. And there are many opportunities that the divine send to me to listen to other people. And in my primary work, that's what I do. But I'm talking about those opportunities where I'll take a trip to Atlantic City. I'll sit on the walkway, what they call the Broad Walk. I'll be on a bench by myself, and here's a stranger that comes and sit down beside me. This individual may talk to me about problems, and situations. It's not humorous all the time, but you have to find the humor in life. And situations that pertain to him or her. This is an ongoing type of situation with me. I could be sitting alone and someone sit down beside me and just start talking, and I'll listen. Because my primary work is being a therapist, and I teach other people how to be a therapist. And I'm like, I'm on a little vacation away from the therapy game, But then I just sit there and listen because that's what I know to do. It's been going on ever since I was an adolescent, 15, 16 years old. People been sitting down telling me their problems, and I came to realize one day I must have therapists written across my forehead. But it is my virtue. It is the strength that God gave me in order to work with people who have insurmountable problems and things that have occurred in their particular lives. So, spiritual butterfly, recognize that you have strengths, and those strengths are for a purpose. Now we are moving to expression. You are ready to manifest your thoughts and transform them into acts of love. Now, believe it or not, spiritual butterfly, this is in the 6th position of the Celtic cross. And in the 6th position, we have anything that is on the unconscious. Oh, that's a sign That's a confirmation. Did you see the butterfly move? So I must be absolutely correct in what I'm saying to you. That there's something on your mind. That you are ready to manifest. It is on your thoughts. It is in your thinking processes. And because you are thinking about it, it could be to go back to school, to start a business, to connect with a social group, anything that's on your heart and mind. It is telling you that you are ready to transform them into acts of love. I know it means something in my life. What about yours? It really touched me. See, this video presentation is not just about you, spiritual butterfly. We are all butterflies together, moving and floating about in this world. So the things that are affecting you, the energy that is here is my energy, your energy, and the energy that is around us. And what it is telling both of us, all of us, is you are ready to manifest your thoughts and transform them into acts of love. Indeed. Now, I will share with you, I am working on a project where I am going to try to bring a group of women together who deserve a second chance at life. Life just isn't treating them well. They have fallen short at some point in their lives and they're not quite satisfied where they are. So the project that I am working on is going to help them to develop something that they can feel good about. So as you can see, the 6th position card on the unconscious level relates to my thinking, because right now it is not a full manifestation. It is a thought. I am taking action. The steps are small, but I am working towards the goals that I've set for myself in 2026 to have this to be a good group of women who are striving to become. And that is to become whatever their hearts desire. So this is a very, very, very true card and true energy that is affecting my life. My question again is, what about yours? You can leave a comment and tell me, please, how is this particular manifestation going to occur in your life? You are ready to manifest your thoughts and transform them into acts of love. Now, see, that is love and light. Yes, spiritual butterfly. We live in love and light. So let's keep going. It's upside down. Okay? So that means it's not going to happen right now. But it doesn't mean that it's not going to happen in the future. So stay positive. And what it says is, you live in the moment and are able to bring forth the energy of love in your current circumstances. Now, if it's in this position, It means that maybe you are still not working in the moment. The moment means the here, the now. Not just the now, the right now. And maybe you are not thinking in terms of bringing any type of new love situations into your current circumstances, because maybe you are just too busy to think about how to bring love into your current circumstances. Maybe you have that project, and even though it may be an act of love, you're not thinking about bringing personal love into your life because you are so busy on work activities. So maybe that is the situation, butterfly. But not to be dismayed, because what isn't happening right now can happen in the next hour, the next day, the next week, the next month, the next year. As long as you have life, there's hope for many possibilities. Moving forward, it is not in the upright position. So that means it is not happening. Action. You have the courage to express the unique loving colors of your soul. Again, not to be dismayed, not to be discouraged. Maybe you're still trying to find yourself. And that's okay. We are living as existential human beings. And this means that we are in an ongoing pursuit of trying to realize the meaning of why we are here and what is our true purpose. The question may be, why am I here? What did God send me here for? Those type of questions says that we are in search for the meaning of life. We are in search for our purpose. And that takes time, spiritual butterfly. It doesn't happen in one day. Spiritual butterfly, but if we work on it, we will find the meaning, and we will continue our journey of discovery of who we are, because each and every day we have the opportunity, just like the caterpillar, before it becomes the butterfly, to emerge into something new and into something purposeful and into something greater than we were yesterday. Spiritual butterfly, let's keep going. These cards are coming in a position where we still need to do some work. Okay, acceptance. It says, you are ready to release control of situations or people and lovingly embrace the rhythm of life. Well, that means you are not ready when it's in the opposite direction. It means that you are not ready to release control of situations or people and lovingly embrace the rhythm of life. That means you're holding on to some things. And some of these things that you are holding on to may be what you cannot control. The Serenity Prayer. It says, grant us the serenity, but actually it says, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And this means that there are some things in life we can control and some things in life we can't control. Use discernment to know what you can control and use discernment to know what you can't control. Spiritual butterfly. Get rid of those things that you can't control because it represents a barrier in your life. And we need to remove all barriers that's keeping us from our dreams and aspirations. So, spiritual butterfly, be ready to let it all go and to lovingly embrace the rhythm of life. And finally, it came like this, spiritual butterfly. Someone doesn't have enough peace in their life. Someone does not recognize that balance, kindness, and love brings calmness to the soul. What do I have to say about that? Well, I have plenty to say about it. Spiritual butterfly, please begin to recognize that you can't go through life being out of balance, not finding your peace, happiness, and joy. See, a lot of times people think that it is all about what's going to fall into their lap. Well, I've lived a great deal of life. That means I am an older person. Spiritual butterfly. I am an older person. And I have come to learn that the peace is greater than the money. When you have peace of mind, you have everything. A friend of mine who is now deceased told me that when I was troubled in mind. He said, when you have peace of mind, you have everything. It's the best gift. It really is. So slow down. Relax. And what I say is Zen, baby, Zen. Because these problems and issues in life, some of them we can control, some we cannot. And you have to find your space of peace. Once you do, you will have insurmountable joy. And once you really connect to your divine, the God of your understanding, He will bring peace as a covenant over your life because you are in sync, you are in balance with what He is telling you to do. The laws that He laid down in order for us as human beings to understand and recognize what's in this world. And a lot of times people don't realize that. If you are not trying with all of your best to live by His laws, then there will be chaos. There will be turmoil. And we don't want that, spiritual butterfly. Oh no, not at all. What we want is to recognize that there is balance. There is a light and there is a dark. We move towards the light. That there is kindness to one another. God says, love one another. And there is love in this world, even though some days, some of the negative forces will show you the opposite, but you live in love anyway. Because it will calm your soul. And it is not just what's on this card. It will actually calm your soul. I am saying this, and I want you to know one more thing. It is all right to live in solitude. That means you're not allowing anyone in your circle for that particular period of time. It could be 1 day, it could be 3 days, where it's just you getting your peace. With that being said, spiritual butterfly, I want to wish you love and light, baby. Love and light. And I want you to move forward in this day. And let this be a forward moving day of glory and happiness for you as you continuously work to improve the situations that affect your life in a godly manner. And that is the God of your understanding. Be at peace, and I will talk to you again, spiritual butterfly.